Okay, so today we're talking about pennies. I have 10 pennies only in my bowl, and I should have passed around 10 chips to you. So you have 10 chips, and I have 10 pennies. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put some pennies in one hand, and then we're going to put the rest of the pennies in the other hand. And if I only have 10 pennies, I'm going to have some in here, but all my pennies are going to be gone. So that means everything we have is going to equal 10. So we're going to add one hand plus the other hand and add them together. So just watch the first one and then you can do the next one with your chips with me, okay? So I'm going to show you my hands. Here, there's my hands. All right, so I'm going to pick some pennies out of my bowl with this hand. So just a random amount of pennies. All right, I have some in my hand. So now let's count and see how many I have, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I have 4 pennies in this hand. I'm going to take the rest of my pennies and put them in my other hand. So now I have 4 pennies and then some mystery pennies, but I know they make 10. Can you think of which friend of 10 with 4 makes 10? 4 plus what makes 10? Let's see if you guessed right. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you said 4 plus 6 makes 10, then you would be right. Give your brain a kiss. Mwah. Good. Let's try another friend of 10. So I'm going to put them back in my bowl. Shake. And I'm going to pick up some pennies with my hand. So here we go. All right. I've got some in my hand. Let's see. Ready? 1, kissy. 2, 3. I have 3 pennies in this hand. All right, so now I'm going to pick up the rest of my pennies. So I have no more pennies left. I have 10 pennies in both my hands. So I know this 3 pennies plus something equals 10 together. Can you think of which friend of 10? 3 plus something makes 10. I'll give you a second. All right, let's see if you were right. 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you said 7, do a little jig in your seat so I can see. Good. So we know that 3 pennies plus 7 pennies makes 10 pennies all together. Good. All right, so now I want you to try with your chips. I want you to pick up some. And I want you to see how many go in your other hand and what combinations of friends of 10 you can make with your pennies. So I'm going to do one more though, okay? Ooh, I picked up a lot with this one. I picked up a lot. All right, so here, let's see if you can see. All right, so here we go. Got a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, I have 8 pennies in my one hand. So I'm going to pick up the rest with my other. So now there's no more pennies in my bowl. Look, empty pennies, no more. I have the rest in my hand. I want you to make a guess. How many pennies are in my hand? If we have 10 altogether and I have 8 in this hand, how many do you think are in this one? I bet you can count for me. Ready? Count for me. 1, 2. If you said 2, give a clap above your head. Whoop. Good. All right. So now I have 10 pennies. So I knew that 8, because I had 8 pennies in this hand, plus 2 made 10. Good. All right. So now at your seat, you have 10 chips. I want you on the next page when you hit the big button, I want you to try and make a bunch of different combinations with chips in your hand. So pick up some with one hand, count how many are there, then pick up the rest and see how many friends of tens you can make. Good luck. Mwah.